so there's an opportunity not just to see other students from other school districts, but to interact with students who are older than you. One of the key leadership skills that we focus on is learning how to use your influence appropriately, which is a very huge deal to somebody in middle school.
It's a huge deal to everybody.
To everybody, exactly, but especially during that adolescent developmental stage. And so for them to have an opportunity to mentor each other, be role models for each other, is really incredible.
That is incredible. Yeah. So listen, what time are the meetings on Saturday, or the classes? What do you call them?
Yep, leadership training sessions.
And what time? What time?
Yeah, we start at 9 o'clock on Saturday mornings. We have a calendar. It's an average of 2 Saturday mornings per month, and our calendar is on our website.
How many hours you go?
We go for 2 to 3 hours.
Okay.
And some cadets even stay later to do extra projects because they just can't get enough. We also do field trips. For example, a couple weeks ago when there was a no-school day, there was a group that visited the New Sherman Hospital, and they learned all about healthcare professions.
And did they learn about the thermal lake there? About the geothermal lake by any chance? Because they have one of the largest in the country, I understand. Did they not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm not sure about that because I was leading the other field trip that same day.
Which was where?
Which was a trip into the city where we connected with the organization called World Chicago.
Okay.
And we got to connect with a young man from the country of Belarus, which is a country in Eastern Europe, who wants ideas on how to involve young people back in that country on how to do community service projects. And over there, the political situation is a little bit different than ours.
No
so
kidding.
actually, our students came back being much more grateful for the liberty that they have to be able to make a difference in their community, which is not a liberty to be taken for granted.
And safety.
And safety is a big one.
Yeah.
It's a big one.
And
right.
The way we live, our whole lifestyle, and our Dairy Queen, and our McDonald's, and our ECC, and our nice schools.
And this show, of course.
Oh, thank you from over there in the gallery. How is your organization funded?
We are sponsored by a grant from Elgin Community College. We are a separately incorporated 501c3, so we welcome donations also from the community, from community leaders and businesses who are interested in supporting our mission. And just as First Lady of Elgin mentioned earlier, a lot of organizations are struggling with the state of the economy. So if anybody out there is interested to make a donation, they can go to our website to find our mailing address and send us a gift to help us make our ends meet.
I'll put you on my angel list. So you're in the top 5.
Probably a lot.
Well, yeah, I have the angel list. Little Angels is on there. Midwest Dog Rescue is on there. And some other things. And then I also have a frills list for some friends of mine who just are having a hard time and making it with no frills. But one of these days, you never know. I keep buying lotto tickets and hey. Let's tell our listeners a little bit about your local candidates forum on October 25th.
Yes, that is one project that I'm really excited about. Our newly formed YLA Student Council is going to be a major part of this candidates forum. It is a coalition of organizations, Latino serving organizations in the Elgin area, who will be bringing together all of the people running for an elected position and asking them questions. And our cadets will be there informing the audience about what these positions are about.
No kidding.
Because we don't want to take for granted that everybody understands what it is that the county board does.
I don't know.
So,
sorry.
So there you go.
Yeah.
And they'll be asking them questions about how they plan to be serving their community so that they can encourage people to get out the vote. What I can tell you is that statistically speaking in midterm elections, only 32% of Latinos come out to vote for a midterm election, and it's only around 41 or 42% for African Americans, and only about 51 or 2% for the European American
non-Hispanics.
That they're at 32%. So the message there is that our cadets are interested in helping to get out the vote and to help people be involved and interested in why voting for local officials matters to them.
That's wonderful. That's very interesting.
The event is happening this coming Monday, October 25th, at the Gale Borden Library in the community room. It starts at 6:30 p.m. and we would appreciate for everyone's participation in encouraging and promoting the event with their networks. not just to support the cadets, of course, but all of the candidates who will be there.
Is your husband going to be there? The mayor going to be there?
Is this for the county board?
No,
Only-
it's for all elections,
For
isn't
all
it?
elections.
All elections.
Yep.
See,
Yep.
he's, excuse my ignorance. When's he up for election?
The election this year is going to be April 5th.
Okay,
But
so we have time.
the nominations don't close until November 22nd.
Okay.
So the school board and the library board and the city council and mayor will be up in April.
Okay,
Yep.
so
State
now we
sen-
know. But
for
still, go
positions for
ahead.
State senator, state representative. I think the circuit judicial
Yes.
position is up for election. This is county board and county sheriff.
What else, let's see, let me ask you one thing. Well, we knew what, one of my questions is, at age 10, you wanted to be what?
At age 10,
Yes. What did you want to be?
Besides 11.
Yeah. Because you're still in North
Or
Dakota.
16. I mean, I wanted to be 16 when I was 10, but what can I tell you?
I have two answers. I always wanted to be a mom. That was my first job choice, which I have fulfilled. And my second job choice when I was 10 years old, which has gone unfulfilled, was I wanted to be a solid gold dancer.
Wow.
Well, maybe we could do something about that. We will have to put that on the
sure.
wish list, huh? Elgin Solid Gold Dancers, come to Elgin. We have Elgin's Got Talent. What else do we have? Elgin's got something else. Remember?
Elgin's Got Talent. Elgin has brains. Elgin has.
Anyway, you know, we do a whole bunch of those things.
Now Pads does.
Pads has that dancing. I tell her
Yeah,
about that.
Pads has Dancing with the Stars, so that's your.
January 29th, you should be
Right.
involved.
We got to get them
There's
in,
time
but
for
we'll
me to
get.
practice.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mamski. We'll get you a tutor.
If not this year, in 2012, you should sign up for that because that you can dance for that.
Well, you know, it was partly about the dance. It was partly about the costumes that I had to wear.
You can wear
And for the
costumes.
record, I'm 0 for 2 in a request, so.
Come to
Dance card
our
is full.
benefit event, then wear a dance costume.
That's right. That's right. We are a bunch of really professional cross promoters here. We only have 5 minutes left. What else do you want to leave our listeners with before you go?
I just want to put a shout out to out there to all of the cadets who serve in the academy. You know, they work really hard, and there's lots of adults who believe in you. Don't let anybody ever tell you that you can't do it.
No
I think
kidding.
with the right
Yes,
support,
you
you can
can.
do anything.
No kidding.
And all these cadets are living proof. We have graduates have gone on to lots of places, not just Elgin Community College, University of Chicago, lots of places doing some really amazing things. In fact, we have an alumni coming back to give a workshop this coming Saturday who works in the social services department helping to prevent drug addictions.
No kidding.
And so
Cool.
I think young people really do take to heart what adults tell them. And if anybody out there ever doubts that, come to one of our sessions and visit, and I'll show you how it really does work.
I'll see you Saturday. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to have you with
Thanks
us.
for having me.
And thank you for being here. And on that note, we'd like to thank everyone for being with us today. My gang, Jeff, Mike, Julie. And thanks to our special guests, Herb Gross, Elgin Theater Company, and Dennis Stewart, Mr. Potter, a.k.a. over there, Solange Fior, and Karen Schock from Elgin's Opera Company, and Diana Ortega Arith, who we just heard from, and she's the executive director of the Elgin Youth Leadership Academy. All the best to you guys, and thank you for being with us. And if there's anything else we could do for you on the Laura Dion-Jones Show in the future, please do not hesitate to email me and come back on. Diana will probably be here back on November 17th. We're going to do a whole bullying show, which is going to be fabulous. And of course, thank you to all of you loyal listeners, and to all my wonderful Elgin's Biggest Losers. Get out there and do it for the health of it. And remember, once an EBL, always an EBL, and this ain't a dress rehearsal. Next week's guests are, boy, I got 2 minutes to cram this all in. Next week's guests are, October is National Italian American Heritage Month, and in honor of the Italian Americans we know, like me, we're going to talk pizza, Danny's Pizza. The Dalton Gang will be here with pizza. Smell-o-vision on the YouTube. Coming to you soon, and as usual, we'll have some more interesting surprises in store. And on November 2nd, we're having Jeff Goldfarb, the world's tallest chef, will join us for the whole hour. And December 8th, author and attorney Bruce Steinberg. November 10th is my 1-year anniversary show. And today's show has been brought to you again by
The good folks that we call Dr. Claire Oleus, of course, and also the Taylor Y. We appreciate their efforts very much.
and Could we have that aria again to segue out of
Can-
here?
Can we do it?
And
Mr.
let's
Potter
see.
can say a couple words on the way out.
Snobhounds.com. Think Nike meets Donna Karen, but for canines. And all importantly, thanks again, Casey, for making this show possible. Every day is a new beginning. Make the most of it. It's our sincere pleasure and honor to be here with you. Please spay and neuter your pets, dysfunctional friends and relatives. And thanks to all the guys in the studio with me, Jeff, Mike, Julie, and all of our guests. See you next week, same time, 3 to 4 p.m. Central Standard Time for those in San Francisco and Nova Scotia and Afghanistan. And where are we? On the internet, WRMN1410.com. This is the Laura Dion-Jones Show. I am Laura Dion-Jones. Thanks for listening. Go Elgin's Biggest Losers. Always dream bigger, and let's work to end all wars.
Amen.